The day Haaland shone on the pitch with a hat trick, humiliating Manchester United, was absolutely insane. It all went down on the 2nd of October, 2022, in an electrifying derby between Manchester City and Manchester United, both fiercely battling for the Premier League top spot. The stadium was packed, with over 53,000 fans hyped to witness this epic showdown. Manchester City, under the legendary Pep Guardiola, rolled out a powerhouse lineup featuring stars like Grealish, Foden, Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, and the phenomenal Haaland, who can pull off mind-blowing feats when he's on fire. On the other side, Ten Hag's Manchester United didn't hold back, hitting the pitch with talents like De Gea, Casemiro, Rashford, Sancho, and Bruno Fernandes, though Cristiano Ronaldo watched the game unfold from the bench. It was a true clash of titans, and another shot for Haaland to show the world why he's hailed as the biggest talent of football's next generation. When the referee blew the whistle to kick off the match, the intensity was off the charts. Within 2 minutes, City went straight on the attack, with Bernardo Silva receiving the ball on the right and sending a dangerous cross into the box. Haaland, always alert, used his towering height of 1.94 m to leap and head the ball towards goal. Just when it seemed the ball was about to find the net, a United defender came out of nowhere to make a last-ditch clearance. The rebound, however, landed at De Bruyne's feet, and he unleashed a thunderous shot, but the United keeper pulled off a jaw-dropping save. Not giving up, Bernardo Silva caught the second rebound and tried his luck again, but the defense was there once more to block this relentless attack. By the 7th minute, things got critical for United, as City launched a blistering attack, slicing through the defense with a series of pinpoint passes. From the right flank, Bernardo Silva delivered a low, perfect cross into the box. Phil Foden, razor sharp and reading the play like a pro, capitalized on a defensive lapse, finding himself wide open to smash in a first-time strike. The United goalkeeper just froze, watching as the ball ripped into the net without even a flinch to stop it. This opening goal, a masterful display of teamwork early in the clash, highlighted the tactical genius of a perfectly synchronized team under Guardiola's direction. The celebration was wild, with players embracing and the fans going absolutely mental, roaring with joy as City took this crucial lead against their fiercest rivals. Advancing to 16 minutes, City's attacking machine kicked into gear again, with Grealish orchestrating a rapid give-and-go with Haaland getting the ball back and being taken down by a foul. This foul, committed dangerously close to the goal, posed a serious threat to United's defense. Gundogan and De Bruyne lined up strategically for the free kick. As soon as the referee blew the whistle, it was Gundogan who stepped up, unleashing a thunderous right-footed strike. The shot was pinpoint accurate, but narrowly missed the mark, smashing against the post and going out, leaving Gundogan visibly frustrated for missing what could have been a spectacular goal. It was now time for Erling Haaland to make his mark. At 33 minutes, tension soared as Manchester City earned a corner kick. The delivery was a lethal cross, sent straight into the danger zone. Haaland, always perfectly positioned and using his towering stature, leapt higher than any defender and powered a devastating header toward the goal. The header was so strong and precise that the opposing goalkeeper stood frozen, unable to react. However, a United defender stationed near the goal instinctively lunged to clear the ball with a desperate kick before it could hit the back of the net. Initially, it seemed the ball hadn't crossed the line, but in a moment of suspense, the referee blew his whistle, confirming it had fully crossed the goal line, awarding Haaland his first goal of the match. This second goal for Manchester City, a majestic effort by the Norwegian giant, sent Guardiola into a frenzy on the sidelines, celebrating the advantage over such a fierce rival. Haaland was hungry for more goals. Just 3 minutes later, at 36 minutes, Manchester City launched another blistering attack. De Bruyne, with his unmatched vision, delivered a masterful pass to Haaland, who surged through the heart of the opposition's box. Despite being surrounded by several defenders, the Norwegian prodigy showcased incredible skill to break free, diving into a bold, sliding effort to connect with the ball and fire a shot straight into the net once again. This second goal by Haaland, scored in such quick succession, sent the crowd into absolute rapture, with players rushing to celebrate with him in a collective burst of joy. Meanwhile, the rival coach stood with a deeply concerned expression, contemplating the tough situation his team faced against the relentless power of Manchester City. The first half was completely dominated by City, and as the clock neared 42 minutes, they almost extended their lead. Haaland, right in the thick of the action, quickly passed the ball to Grealish, who, despite being surrounded by defenders, decided to return it to Haaland. Unfortunately, the talented Norwegian couldn't get perfect control, and the ball bounced off him and rolled out for a goal kick. Haaland looked visibly frustrated, fully aware that he had missed a golden opportunity to bag another goal in the match. But Haaland was determined to help his team widen the gap. Shortly after, in the 43rd minute, Manchester City regained possession possession and launched a blistering counterattack. Haaland, proving his skill extends far beyond scoring, worked the left flank with incredible vision, delivering a flawless pass into the heart of the box. Phil Foden, sprinting fiercely through the middle, read the play perfectly and under heavy pressure from the defense, managed to receive the ball and unleash a clinical shot towards goal, smashing into the back of the net with authority. This fourth goal by Manchester City, a masterpiece from Phil Foden set up by Haaland's sensational assist, sent the fans into a frenzy. Foden embracing Haaland during the goal celebration perfectly captured City's team spirit, showing everyone their mastery of collective football. After conceding 4 goals in the first half, United fans, shattered and humiliated, began leaving the stadium en masse, a clear sign of the embarrassment they felt witnessing such a crushing defeat. Shortly after, the referee blew the whistle to start the second half, with United determined to salvage some pride from the humiliation they were enduring. In the 55th minute, Manchester United launched a powerful attack, with Antony receiving a long pass in the opposing half and skillfully cutting inside to create space for an audacious long-range shot. The ball sliced through the air and crashed into the net, an absolute spectacle. This stunning goal by Antony not only cut into City's lead, but also sent a clear message that United was back in the game, fully focused and determined to redeem themselves in the second half. Meanwhile, Haaland was still hungry to add more to the scoreline. At 63 minutes, City launched a lightning-fast attack, with Bernardo Silva delivering a pinpoint pass into the box. Haaland, bursting with haste, left the defenders in his dust and reached the ball in a perfect scoring position. However, despite the power behind his shots, the precision was slightly off and the ball narrowly missed, rolling past the goal line. But Haaland wasn't giving up until he secured his hat trick, and that's exactly what he did at 64 minutes, when City orchestrated another devastating attack, dismantling the opposition's defense with a series of quick passes, ending with a low, precise cross from Sergio Gomez to the center of the box. Erling Haaland, always strategically placed, received the ball completely unmarked and, without hesitation, unleashed a thunderous first-time strike straight into the net. The speed of the play was so overwhelming that it completely outpaced the reflexes of United's goalkeeper, making the net bulge. This third goal from the Norwegian prodigy was undeniable proof of his natural goal-scoring instinct, always in the right place, at the right time, ready to strike. But this hat trick carried a special flavor. It came against Manchester United, right in front of Cristiano Ronaldo, who witnessed the rise of a new icon destined to take his place in the footballing pantheon. Haaland showed no mercy. He was determined to help his team utterly dominate their rivals. Around 71 minutes, the Norwegian star received the ball in attack and, even surrounded by several defenders, displayed remarkable technical skill by delivering a pinpoint pass to Phil Foden inside the box. With the ball under control and facing the goalkeeper one-on-one, Foden seized the opportunity and unleashed a powerful, unstoppable strike that left no chance for a save. This sixth goal for Manchester City, resulting from yet another precise assist from Haaland to Foden, was indisputable proof of the perfect chemistry within the team. The celebration was intense and symbolic, with Haaland and Foden embracing warmly on the pitch, pointing at each other in mutual recognition of their spectacular contributions. With City leading comfortably, Guardiola made strategic substitutions to rest his stars, giving United a slim opportunity to stage a dramatic comeback in the game. And that's exactly what happened in the 83rd minute, when Fred, after receiving a pinpoint pass inside the box, found himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper and unleashed a thunderous left-footed strike. City's goalkeeper, in a heroic effort, pulled off a spectacular save, but the rebound fell straight to Martial, who was perfectly positioned. With the goal wide open in front of him, Martial didn't think twice and headed the ball with precision into the back of the net. United's second goal in the match was marked by a quick celebration as Martial grabbed the ball and sprinted back to the center circle, determined to restart the game and close the gap even further. As the game neared its conclusion, in the 89th minute, United launched a decisive attack, with Martial receiving the ball inside the box. Before he could control it, he was abruptly taken down by a defender, crashing to the ground. The referee, well-positioned and alert to the play, didn't hesitate to award a penalty to Manchester United. Martial, the fouled player, confidently stepped up to take the spot kick. As the referee gave the signal, Martial delivered a powerful and impeccably precise strike. City's goalkeeper guessed the right direction and dived, but the ball was placed so perfectly into the top corner that it made the save impossible. With this third goal, United managed to significantly narrow the gap, avoiding an embarrassing defeat and restoring some dignity to their performance. Shortly after, the referee blew the final whistle. Erling Haaland stood out as the undisputed hero of the match, scoring an incredible hat trick and providing 2 sensational assists that sealed a comfortable victory for Manchester City over their biggest rival, Manchester United. With the stadium packed and fans in pure euphoria, Cristiano Ronaldo witnessed the rise of a new football superstar, ready to take his place at the pinnacle of the sport. The day Haaland shined on the pitch, scoring 5 goals in a crucial match, was simply stunning. This happened on March 14, 2023, in a face-off between Manchester City and RB Leipzig during the second leg of the Champions League round of 16. In the first leg, the match ended in a 1-1 draw, and now playing at home, City needed a win to move forward in the competition. For that, Guardiola's squad boasted a powerhouse lineup, including players like Foden, Gundogan, Grealish, De Bruyne, and Erling Haaland, who can pull off mind-blowing feats when he's in the zone. This was yet another chance for Haaland to dazzle on the field and showcase his football to the world. When the ref blew the whistle to start the match, it kicked off with a frenzy. Just 2 minutes in, City launched a blistering attack with De Bruyne, charging down the right flank and sending a pinpoint cross into the box. Gundogan, strategically positioned and unmarked, received the pass and unleashed a powerful first-time shot towards the goal. However, the connection wasn't the best, and the ball soared too high, flying over the crossbar. Gundogan's frustration was clear on his face after missing that golden chance. Now, it was Haaland's turn to step into the game. Around the 10th minute, City sparked an electrifying attack with a long, spectacular pass from Ake to Haaland. The Norwegian striker sped past 2 defenders with his remarkable speed, controlled the ball inside the box, and went one-on-one with the keeper. But the opposing keeper, quick to react, advanced and pulled off a crucial save to keep the score 0-0. As time pressed on, City's pressure ramped up. At the 17th minute, an example of this pressure resulted in a critical error from the opposing keeper, who, under siege, launched a disastrous pass that, deflecting off his teammate, went out for a corner. Following that, the corner was taken with a tense cross into the box, where the ball pinballed off several players before reaching Haaland. The Norwegian attempted a shot, but his effort was swiftly blocked by the defense, which managed to clear the danger. However, the play didn't end there. VAR stepped in, reviewing an incident where a Leipzig player handled the ball amidst the scramble. After checking, the referee pointed to the penalty spot, granting Manchester City a prime opportunity to open the scoring. This was the perfect moment for Haaland to notch his first goal of the match. Go, player! Before you keep watching, don't forget to smash that subscribe button on the channel. The Norwegian striker positioned himself with intense focus to take the shot. With the ref's signal, Haaland unleashed a low and powerful kick with his left foot. The opposing goalie, although he guessed the right side and dove correctly, was beaten by the strength and accuracy of the shot. As the net swayed, Manchester City fans burst into celebration, thrilled with the lead on the scoreboard. This decisive goal from Haaland not only lifted the spirits of the fans, but also signaled the start of a night that promised to be truly magical for the young phenom. Haaland then started getting hyped, and when that happens, he's hard to stop. Right after the goal, around the 23rd minute, Manchester City quickly intercepted an opponent's pass and launched a blistering counterattack. Haaland skillfully set up the ball for De Bruyne, who blasted an extremely powerful and accurate shot from outside the box. The shot exploded against the crossbar with such force it almost split the goal in half. However, the ever-alert Haaland didn't miss the chance, and seizing the rebound, headed precisely toward the goal, sending the ball straight to the back of the net. This second goal by Haaland, scored in such a short span, left Coach Pep Guardiola and all Manchester City fans ecstatic, witnessing the incredible ability of the Norwegian phenomenon to capitalize on chances and master the art of finishing successfully. Around the 30th minute, Manchester City launched yet another electrifying attack, this time with Grealish sliding a precise pass to Haaland, who was ready in the area. The relentless Norwegian striker didn't hesitate and unleashed a powerful shot toward the goal. However, this time, the opposing goalie showed sharp reflexes and made a spectacular save, thwarting Haaland's attempt and keeping the score unchanged. Until that moment, Manchester City had absolute control of the game. However, at the 34th minute, a critical passing error by Rodri deep in the defensive area nearly cost dearly, giving the opposing team a golden chance to score. Although the mistake didn't lead to a goal, the look of shame on Rodri's face was clearly visible. Meanwhile, Haaland was determined to score a hat trick in the game. As the first half neared its end, in stoppage time, City earned a crucial corner. The cross was perfectly delivered into the area, where Ruben Dias, strategically positioned, outjumped the opponents with a powerful leap and headed the ball forcefully and accurately towards the goal. The ball sliced through the air, smacking against the post and then dramatically traversing over the goal line. In a moment of peak tension, a Leipzig defender made a desperate attempt to prevent the goal, but as he tried to deflect the ball, Erling Haaland, ever vigilant, intervened at the crucial moment to ensure the ball found the back of the net. The celebration was intense, with Haaland and Ruben Dias sharing a moment of mutual recognition for each other's efforts, each pointing at the other in gratitude. This hat trick by Haaland achieved still in the first half, underscored his incredible ability to position himself perfectly to capitalize on every scoring opportunity, making the night a true showcase of his phenomenal talent. Shortly after, the referee blew the whistle to start the second half, which kicked off even more frenetically. Right at the 48th minute of the game, City initiated an attack with Gundogan passing to Grealish inside the box, who, surrounded by opponents, decided to return the ball to Gundogan. With the ball back at his feet, Gundogan dribbled past a defender and created space to unleash a powerful and precise shot towards goal. The opposing keeper tried to make the save, but the shot was so powerful that it overwhelmed his reflexes and nestled into the net. This fourth goal for Manchester City in the match further widened their lead, virtually guaranteeing their progression to the Champions League quarter-finals. Manchester City was totally dominating the game and soon threatened again. De Bruyne advanced down the right flank, whipping a sharp cross towards the center of the box, trying to connect with Haaland. However, before the ball could reach the Norwegian striker, an opposing defender launched into a dramatic slide, intercepting the cross with precision and sending the ball out of play, neutralizing another dangerous attack from City. Haaland was ruthless. He wanted to humiliate his opponents that night. Right after winning a new corner, Manchester City executed another spectacular play with a piercing cross into the box. The ball soared over everyone, finding Bernardo Silva strategically positioned on the left. With a subtle header, he redirected the ball to the center of the area. At that exact moment, the towering Norwegian Erling Haaland, with his impressive 6 feet 4 inches height, rose above the defenders, connecting with the ball with a header of extreme force and accuracy. Despite the opposing goalkeeper reacting with quick reflexes to save the first header, the rebound fell perfectly at Haaland's feet, who, without hesitation, fired a powerful shot that almost tore the net. Manchester City fans exploded in euphoria, amazed by Haaland's almost supernatural ability to score goals. With that fourth goal in the game, Haaland was now just 1 goal away from equaling Messi's record of most goals in a single Champions League match, leaving the crowd on the edge of their seats, eager to witness history being made. But Haaland was not yet satisfied. He wanted to make history and break records. Shortly after, at the 56th minute, Mahrez fired a long-range shot towards the goal that seemed more like a cross. The ball passed everyone, and the goalkeeper managed to save it by parry. However, once again, Erling Haaland was positioned in the right place at the right time to take advantage of the rebound opportunity and kick the ball towards the goal, putting it in the back of the net. At that moment, the stadium erupted in euphoria, with all players rushing to embrace Haaland for just having achieved a historic feat. On that day, March 14th, 2023, Haaland had just equaled Messi in the biggest goal haul by a player in a Champions League match. An impressive feat, especially considering that the Norwegian striker was only 22 years old. Haaland was at the peak of his game, ready to break the historic record of most goals in a single Champions League match. However, at 62 minutes, in a move that surprised everyone, coach Pep Guardiola opted to substitute him, likely to preserve him for future challenges. Although Haaland seemed dissatisfied with the decision, his exit from the field was marked by a spectacular scene. The entire stadium stood up, applauding vigorously. The fans spared no praise, giving a standing ovation to the phenomenal talent of the Norwegian star, acknowledging his stellar performance, even with the game still underway. With Haaland's departure, the dynamics of the game changed, giving Leipzig a chance to breathe. At 78 minutes, the German team stepped up their pressure on City's ball exit, managing to regain possession in the opposing field. Andre Silva, finding himself in a promising position near the box, didn't hesitate and attempted a direct shot at goal. Unfortunately for Leipzig, Silva's shot did not find the target, passing close to the post and out for a goal kick. This move was one of the few moments of danger created by Leipzig throughout the entire game. Despite the substitution of their main striker, Manchester City did not slow down and continued to press. In stoppage time, in the final moments of the match, Kevin De Bruyne took the lead in the attack. With confidence, he risked an audacious shot from outside the box, aiming at the opposing goal. De Bruyne's shot was not just powerful, but extremely precise. The opposing goalkeeper stretched to his limits in a desperate attempt to intercept the ball, but the ball nestled into the net. This spectacular goal by Kevin De Bruyne sealed a devastating 7-0 victory for Manchester City over RB Leipzig, a monumental score that not only humiliated the opponents, but also ensured City's triumphant passage to the next phase of the tournament. Erling Haaland became a living legend on a memorable night, scoring an incredible 5 goals in one of the greatest individual displays in Champions League history. These goals not only contributed to one of the biggest routs in a single match, but also reinforced Manchester City's victorious campaign in the competition. Thanks to Haaland's phenomenal impact throughout the tournament, he emerged not only as the top scorer, but was also named UEFA's Player of the Season, solidifying his reputation as one of the great names of the next generation of world football. The day Haaland banged in 9 goals in a single game and blew everyone away was straight up epic. This went down on May 30th, 2019 in a match between Norway and Honduras at the FIFA U20 World Cup. Back then, Haaland was just an 18-year-old playing for Red Bull Salzburg, dreaming of becoming a major football star. This game could be his golden ticket to shine big time and grab the spotlight from top clubs worldwide. The ref kicked off the game, which started with high energy. Right in the first minute, Haaland used his speed to try and snatch the ball from an opponent in his own half, but he ended up knocking it out. Haaland was totally fired up to score. Around the 6th minute, Norway orchestrated a team attack where Hadzik delivered a killer pass to Haug, who was unmarked inside the box. With the ball at his feet, instead of going for the shot, Haug slid the ball sideways to Haaland. Getting the pass, all Haaland had to do was tap the ball into the net. Haaland's hunger for goals was so intense, he barely celebrated. He just grabbed the ball from the net and rushed to restart the game. Haaland seemed thirsty to score a ton in that match. Just a couple of minutes later, at the 8th minute mark, the Norwegian star regained possession deep in the opponent's half and swiftly launched a counterattack, racing towards the opposition's goal. As he approached the box, he didn't hesitate and fired a powerful, low left-footed shot, aiming for the corner of the goal. Haaland's strike was so spot-on and forceful that it beat the keeper's reflexes, tucking into the corner and bulging the back of the net. However, the game was briefly paused so VAR could check if Haaland had fouled before scoring the goal. After a thorough review, it was confirmed that Haaland had indeed fouled an opposing defender, leading to the goal being disallowed. Around the 15th minute, a standout moment occurred when Gomez, wearing number 4 for Honduras, pulled off a slick move, threading the ball between his own legs, but his progress was quickly halted by a foul from an opponent. Then at the 17th minute, Haaland was back in action, receiving a pass inside the box. As he tried to control the ball, he was pressured from behind and ended up being knocked down by an opponent. However, the referee decided not to award a penalty and let the game continue. Go, player! Before you keep watching, don't forget to smash that subscribe button on the channel. Haaland wasn't fazed and kept pushing relentlessly. Around the 19th minute, Norway put together an effective attack, with Jean-Baptiste dishing out an exceptional pass to Haaland up front, who received the ball totally unmarked. Finding himself one-on-one with the keeper, the skilled Norwegian striker didn't waste the opportunity and launched a powerful and accurate shot, skillfully directing the ball into the back of the net. This second goal from Haaland not only widened the score, but also showcased his incredible ability to capitalize on every opportunity super efficiently. At the 29th minute, Norway won a corner which was delivered with a precise cross into the area. Ostegard, wearing number 5, keen on the play, sprinted towards the ball and headed it with immense force toward the goal. Despite the opposing keeper's effort, who leaped in an attempt to intercept, the header was so powerful it surpassed his reflexes, and the ball ended up in the back of the net. This third goal for Norway in the match started to set the stage for what might turn into a memorable rout that day. Now it was Haaland's turn to shine again in the game. Around the 32nd minute, the talented Norwegian player received a brilliant through pass, sprinted to meet the ball, and advanced into the box. Seeing Haaland charging forward, the opposing goalkeeper left his spot to try to intercept the pass, but ended up knocking down the Norwegian star inside the area. Even though the Honduras goalkeeper got injured in the action, the referee didn't hesitate to award a penalty for Norway. Haaland stepped up confidently for the penalty and executed a low left-footed shot, directing the ball to one corner while the keeper dove the opposite way. This third goal from Haaland in the match showed that on that day, the Norwegian star was truly inspired and in top form. Haaland wasn't satisfied and was eager to score more goals before the halftime. Around the 42nd minute, the Norwegian star got the ball and pushed forward, attempting a pass that was intercepted by the opponents. However, the ball ended up at the feet of his teammate Haug on the left, who quickly sent a precise cross into the middle of the box. Haaland, following the play and always well-positioned, received the pass, masterfully controlled the ball, and fired an extremely powerful shot toward the goal. The shot was so powerful that the opposing keeper couldn't even react. Just watch the ball slam into the back of the net. This fourth goal from Haaland in the match drew applause from his teammates on the bench, all in awe of the exceptional technical level of his play. Despite the first half ending with Haaland scoring 4 goals, the second promised to be even more intense. Right in the first minute after the restart, Norway, with Thorstvedt, intercepted a pass in the opponent's defense and quickly organized a counterattack, sending a direct cross into the area. Haug, strategically well-placed, received the ball completely unmarked inside the box and fired a precise shot toward the goal, tucking the ball into the back of the net. This 6th goal for Norway in the match began to further complicate the situation for the Honduras U20 team, who were already facing a humiliating defeat. But Norway with Haaland wasn't going to stop until the game was over. At the 49th minute, the Norwegian team mounted an effective attack on the left side, with Hauge receiving the ball inside the box and quickly passing it to Haaland. Picking up speed, Haaland advanced, creating space before firing a low, powerful shot towards the goal, scoring Norway's 7th goal of the match. Haaland, who seemed determined to break his own record for goals in a single game, didn't even stop to celebrate. He just grabbed the ball from the back of the net and ran to restart the game. The humiliation faced by the players from Honduras began to spark irritation in the team, as seen at the 53rd minute when Gomez struck a Norwegian player's face with his arm during a ball dispute. For this foul, he received his 2nd yellow card of the game and was sent off. Now, with one man down, things were going to get even easier for Erling Haaland. At the 59th minute, a controversial play marked the game when Norway pushed forward and Haaland tried to receive a pass inside the box, resulting in a collision with the opposing goalkeeper. Although the rebound was capitalized on by Norway, who managed to score, the referee had already signaled a foul by Haaland, nullifying the goal. A few minutes after the controversial incident, Haaland had another chance when he received a precise pass in the box, facing the goalkeeper one-on-one. Surprisingly, the Norwegian star fired a powerful shot that, this time, went wide. Then, at the 66th minute, Norway attacked again with Christensen receiving the ball inside the box and firing a shot at goal, which was initially blocked by the opposing defense. However, the ball remained with the Norwegian team, who organized another play with Haaland, receiving the ball inside the area and shooting first time at goal. The opposing defender even stretched fully, but to no avail, and Haaland scored Norway's 8th goal of the game and his 6th of the match. At this moment, Haaland's ability to position strategically and his efficiency in converting opportunities into goals left everyone impressed. Around the 73rd minute, Norway regained the ball in the opponent's defense and quickly launched a dangerous counterattack. Haaland, positioned inside the box, received the pass and immediately fired a shot toward the goal. However, the ball hit the post and narrowly missed going in, subsequently being cleared by the opposing defense. But Haaland showed no mercy to his opponents. He wanted to humiliate them. At the 76th minute, Norway mounted another attack when Evjen, playing on the left wing, delivered a precise cross into the area. Haaland, always sharp on the plays, sprinted to position himself unmarked and received the pass. As the ball approached, he struck it first time, sending it straight into the back of the net and extending the score with his 7th goal of the match. The Norwegian fans, awed by his performance, enthusiastically applauded the prowess of this football phenomenon. Around the 79th minute, Norway launched a new attack, with Haaland receiving a lofted pass inside the box. As he tried to control the ball, the Norwegian star, who was facing intense marking, was brought down and fell in the area. Initially, the referee awarded a penalty in favor of Norway, but after complaints from the opposing team and a review by VAR, he reversed the decision, canceling the penalty and continuing the game. This canceled penalty was a relief for the Honduras players, but it wouldn't stop Norway from continuing to increase their lead. At the 81st minute, the Norwegian team orchestrated a collective attack characterized by rapid passing, culminating with Markovic receiving the ball inside the area. He promptly fired a low, first-time shot toward the goal. The opposing goalkeeper moved forward in an attempt to block the shot, but Markovic's precision in the corner of the goal was so effective that it left no chance for a save, resulting in Norway's 10th goal of the match. 10 goals in a game seemed not to be enough for Haaland. He wanted even more. As the match neared its end, at the 87th minute, the Norwegian star Haaland received the ball inside the box. Showing off his skill, he advanced, beating the marking and creating enough space to unleash a powerful shot toward the goal. The shot was so strong that, although the goalkeeper managed to touch the ball in an attempt to defend, he couldn't prevent it from slightly altering its trajectory and finding the back of the net. With that goal, his 8th in the match, Haaland solidified a historic moment with an impressive rout, confirming his exceptional performance. And just when it seemed like the game was over, Haaland showed there was room for one more. At the 89th minute, Norway launched their final attack, repeating a familiar play with Haaland receiving the ball alone inside the area. And with the precision and calm that only a striker of his caliber possesses, Haaland fired a powerful shot toward the goal. The shot was so strong, it overpowered the reflexes of the opposing goalkeeper and went into the net. At that moment, Haaland had just scored his 9th goal of the game, setting a record for the most goals in a single FIFA World Cup match. This humiliation inflicted on the Honduras team began to make the players very irritated, exemplified in extra time when number 6 made a harsh tackle on a Norwegian player and was penalized with a red card. Right after that, the referee blew the final whistle. Haaland emerged as the star of the match by setting a historic record, scoring an incredible 9 goals in a single game. This remarkable feat catapulted his fame in the world of football, leading to his signing with Borussia Dortmund after the tournament. Continuing to impress with his performances, Haaland quickly gained global renown, establishing himself as one of the great stars of international football.